This is a longer video. It's designed to be more of a wrap with me. So grab some things you need to wrap and let's wrap together. Or you could get some cleaning done or some decluttering done. Hey y'all, welcome to today's video. I am wrapping all of my kids' presents today. They've already wrapped some things for their cousins underneath that, and so those are already underneath the tree. But I wanted to go ahead and get some more wrapping in while most of them are at school. So I have not had to purchase any gift wrap or anything this year, so I bought a bunch of rolls of wrapping paper at a yard sale in the middle of last year for like $8. So I still have plenty of that. I keep one thing of this, and it doesn't ever exceed this, and then I do keep a few bins of like tissue paper and then tags and bows and like extra little pieces of wrapping paper for, you know, when you have to cut the roll and there's like a little bit extra, and then you can use them for little gifts later, and then some bows. But so I don't have to purchase anything this year, and I'm really trying not to most years, because I have started using some like reusable stuff. I always save like any gift bags that come my way, as long as they're still in good condition, they're not ripped, and tissue paper. So I definitely reuse those all the time for birthdays and all occasions. So I don't usually wrap my kids' gifts in those type of bags, but I do have one set of things that I'm going to be doing this year. So I've got them out, and I started using some of our play silks and some wooden reusable name tags. Let me get those out. So I've got a bunch of wooden reusable name tags. So lots of different styles that I bought last year on Etsy. They are so cute, and I'm so glad that I decided to get them. So I'll be using these again this year. And then I also have some other like reusable bags and stuff that I'm going to be using. So some gifts that they'll be able to like tear open, and then some things that are more reusable. So I have everything laid out. I've got the gifts that are going to be from SC, and then the gifts from my husband and I. I've got the trays drying over here right now because I just washed them, and I'm going to kind of do them in groups. So if you want to just kind of have this in the background while you're wrapping or while you're cleaning or doing something else, I love to do that with these kind of videos. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the together gifts. So I'm going to do play silks. I'm going to wrap those in play silks. If you are interested in any of this stuff that I got my kids, it's in my What I Got My Kids for Christmas video. But there's still one thing, like a Nintendo Switch game that we need to get. So I'm going to put a play silk aside for that kind of matches the other one. This one, because I might be able to see through it a little bit, I am going to just use a little bit of tissue paper to wrap it up in. And then we're just going to tie it. And since these are going to be gifts for everyone together, and I kind of do it like tight enough but not too tight so that it's easy to untie. Because these are together gifts, then I don't need a name tag. So that is one. And then these ones are in boxes already. So because you can't really tell what it is, I'm not gonna like put tissue paper or anything over it to hide it. I think these are big enough. And I could even do it in like a bow probably, which would be easier to pull. Yeah, I might do that actually for this one. Then they can just pull it open. There we go. Look how cute that is. I forgot. I've gotten a lot of them untied already, or like the hair ties out of them. That's how they like to play with them a lot of the times. Okay. Yes, I do bunny ears. There we go. So cute. Okay, I'm gonna move on to these Birdhouse kits. So for my youngest, my husband went ahead and built the birdhouse, so all the kids could see what it's supposed to look like, but then obviously she won't be able to really do that, so she can just decorate it. So these are the things, these big things that I'm gonna put in these bags. And I did check, one of these does actually fit right down in this little one. Here we go. Actually, is the birdhouse gonna fit in any of these? Maybe this one. I think I'm gonna have to go get another bag. Alright, I don't have a Christmas one big enough, but I do have this one. Awesome. I think we're gonna say no to that one. Okay, I have this like brown paper that comes in some packages that I am actually going to use to cover so that they can't see before I put the tissue paper. There we go. Okay, let's gonna make this one. Okay, 2 down. Guess I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video, but I have 4 children. So a 10-year-old boy and then 3 girls, 7, 5, and 2. So there are 4 of these gifts. And my husband was the one that had the idea to do these Birdhouse kits. Super great gift idea. So awesome that he came up with that, and it also was very budget friendly. We did not have to pay anything because we had the extra scrap wood to make it. And I have paint and paintbrushes for them to decorate them. Then we'll hang them up in our yard. for birds to use. And then maybe they won't build nests in my herbs like they did this year and above our door. So they poop like right underneath our door. Okay, ta-da! We have 4 gifts done. Oh my goodness, forgot how much work this is. Okay, now we're gonna use the play silks and then these bags before I start wrapping with wrapping paper. Okay, so the play silks, like I said, we're just going to do it this same way, I think. Oh, I need the tissue paper. Do I want to take the tags? I think I'm just going to take the tags off of these. Okay, so I guess I can talk for a minute. Oh, I guess let me show you first before I start talking how I do the tags on a play silk. So I'm going to do it first like this, like I did before, the one. Then I'm going to get the tag that I want to use. And then I'm just gonna like loop it through one of them before I tie it. Let's see if I can get this. These little ones, not sure if I'm gonna do a bow in that. I'll just do it very loose. And I think that looks so cute. Okay, so there's one. All right, so let's see, there was a couple of things I can't remember I was going to talk about. I guess one thing that is kind of new that I haven't really talked about on my channel, if you even watch any of my other videos, I don't know, maybe you don't, is that so I did accounting work for a small business for about 10 years. And then right before my 4th child was born, things happened. I left that job and basically I had to decide like if I needed to go back to work to be able to, you know, make more money for our family because, you know, economy. Like what would I want to go back and do accounting work? Would I want to do the same thing that I was doing before? And ultimately, although I do love like money and budgets and numbers and all of that kind of stuff, it would just be really hard, I think, one, to find one that could like fit our schedule, but also I don't know if like I would enjoy doing that as work. You know, work is still work, you know, it's still work. But I had always thought about being a teacher, an elementary school teacher, and I was like, you know what, this would be the time to go ahead and go back to school, finish my bachelor's, and get my teaching license. So that is what I have been working on for the past 2 years. And I just finished my student teaching. So at the beginning of this past school year, I started my student teaching at an elementary school in a 2nd grade classroom. And it was really, really fun. Hang on. it was really, really fun. It was a really great experience to be able to be in a classroom. I've volunteered a lot, you know, with having 4 kids. I have volunteered a lot in like their classes and stuff, but it was really a good experience to like be a teacher in a classroom and learn that way. So I did just finish that up, and I'm going to graduate, so yay. And then I think because our daughter is our youngest is 2, as long as everything is going good with my husband's job, I won't consider like going to find a job or anything until she goes into pre-K. So that is kind of the thing that's happening in my life. Also, I am considering like going back and getting my master's before I even like go teach. You know, there is a pay increase with that, and that would definitely be helpful as far as money wise, and then retirement and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. Oh, I remember the other thing. I remember what it was. I'll get it in just a second. It's something I gotta show you. Okay. And there's that one. And I could tie this one in bows, but he's 10. He can undo this. Okay, the other thing real quick before we move on to this. I have been trying to do like less screen time for myself. So I've been reading a lot. I've gone through phases in my life where I like to read, or I do always like to read, but I've gone through phases of actually reading. But I started this series like in November, and I'm on book 5. It's so good. I'm like behind the times. I'm sure book people have already probably read this, but it's the Gender Game book series. So I'm on book 5. I think there's 7. Very, very good. All right, so now we have these things right here, and this biggest one I'm going to put in here. So these are actually like Amazon. If you get your packages gift wrapped through Amazon, then this is like how it comes, and it comes with like a tag too. You can write, like when you order the Amazon package, you can write that, but they are definitely reusable, so I keep them if, you know, we're gifted that kind of stuff. And then what do I do? I'm gonna have to tie it probably. Let's do the tag. What has happened? Cute. Okay, and then we have, whose was this one? Ta-da! And then we'll go this. Oh, just ripped off. Wait, whose was this? I remember now. Number 4. Uh-oh. I don't know where the thing is. I think we can improvise. Maybe? Okay, this one's a little broken, but that worked. Okay, now for the next part, these gifts behind me, there's 4 each for each of my 4 kids. So that's 16 gifts. I forgot how tiring this is. Anyways, they are gonna be from SC, so I usually just wrap them, like, each kid's in one type of wrapping paper and then write their names on it with Sharpie in, like, fancier handwriting or different handwriting. And then they go in some Santa sacks that I actually need to go get. They obviously will not be going out yet, so I just keep them hidden until Christmas Eve. So I am going to speed up this wrapping, and don't you wish that you could speed up your own? Okay, I was gonna show y'all. I don't know if you can tell, but I literally just like slapped it on here, and look how close they are lined up on these. This is like the different side I thought that was pretty good. So I've got quite a lot done. Just a little bit more to go. All right, so these last few, I'm just gonna be using wrapping paper, not any of the same that I used for the SC ones, but I am going to use some more of my wooden reusable tags. When I just use them on wrapping paper, I just like secure them with a little piece of tape on the string. That works just fine. So I am going to speed this on up again so this video isn't astronomically long and play some Christmas music for you. Okay, I finally got all the Goodwill stickers off of the golf clubs. So I'm ready to wrap these. And I'm putting the golf balls and like this golf ball stuff in a box just because it's so heavy. So I'm afraid it would like rip through wrapping paper if I just did that. Where's the tape? Now I'm going to wrap the golf clubs. So I'm gonna use, I need some bubble wrap first. I'm gonna do a little bit of bubble wrap all around it to kind of throw him off a little bit on guessing what it is. Okay, and then I'm going to use this wrapping paper, which is actually it's like really thick and doesn't tear very easily, really. So hopefully it will like hold up good with this heavy thing. And there's the golf gloves. The last things to wrap are going to be these vintage metal TV trays. And although I don't think that they'll know what they are if I wrap them, I'm worried that like these things are gonna rip through the wrapping paper. So I think I'm gonna go see what boxes I have and put each of them in a box. Yeah. So these boxes reminded me, if you follow me for any of my gardening content or you're interested in gardening, I am actually, so last year, I've done lots of things over the years to try to help reduce weeds in the garden without spraying. So I like to do an organic garden. But anyways, so last year I did mulch and it did work really well, but it was a lot to keep up with, and I just felt like there was a point where they were growing back too fast for me to like get more mulch to put on it, because it was just, I don't have hours every day to devote to gardening, so that's why I wanted to do the mulch to lessen the weeds. But this year, and I've seen people put down cardboard a lot of times for like no-till methods or different things like that, which I do till. But I had an idea, and this is what I'm going to do this year. I'm going to put down cardboard underneath my mulch in the walkways in my garden, because they take up a lot of space, like the walkways do, and that would help reduce the weeds and the grass that grows through, I think, a lot. So yeah, I was reminded of these boxes. So I've just been like tearing off all of the tape and stickers and breaking them down and saving them in my attic for next garden. And I'm not going to use, so they do, I am going to only use cardboard that doesn't have like the slick stuff on it, because I do want it to break down a lot, like by the next growing season. So we'll keep it there, we'll put mulch over it, keep it there all growing season long, and then when we till it up, it'll like, I guess, break it down even more a little bit, and then it'll sit there over the winter, and hopefully it will break down a good amount before the next year. I don't know. This is definitely an experiment, but I'm hoping it helps a little bit with the weeds. So I'm interested to know, so put down in the comments, do you like wrapping? Do you not like wrapping? Do you like wrapping until it becomes a lot? Because I feel like that's me. I like wrapping, but then after I've done it for so long, I'm ready to be done. I'm definitely ready to be done. It will be fun to see the kids though when they get home from school and they're like, oh, there's tons of stuff under the tree. I think we're just gonna, it's a box. We're not gonna worry about this one. Alright, I forgot there was one more that my grandma, so my kids' great grandma and grandpa she ordered it because shipping is insane. They live out of state, so they ordered it and then just had it shipped right to me. So I need to wrap this. This is going to be a present for my 3 oldest from them, like combined. So, am I gonna have enough of something? This might be 2 different kinds of wrapping paper. Or 3. Oh. Okay. Oh man. Oh. Let's see. Alright, I think we can do it in 2. Because I think this will cover. No, I might have to use this too. Okay. Let's see what we're gonna do. Put a regular tag on this since this is from my grandparents. Well, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you got some wrapping done, some cleaning done, some decluttering done. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and a very Merry Christmas.